Thank you, Libs. Thank you, Libs. Thank you. How you're so strong, I'll never know. I'll never know either, Ben. I'll never know either. I'll wait for everyone to join and then I'll begin to speak. So if we can all share this live. I'll just wait for everyone to join, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hope. Thank you, Hope. Guys, and if you see me being a bit like this, I've seen me recently be doing that on the live streams. It's because of my anxiety, so there's nothing wrong with me. It's just because of my anxiety. So yes, that is the reason I'm a little bit like, ooh. All right, I'll wait for everyone to join and then I'll turn the comments off, guys, and I'm going to speak my truth and tell you my side to what has just gone on, and pretty much whatever I say tonight, whatever I say, there is still going to be a large amount of you that aren't going to agree with me or are going to shut me down, because that's just what it's become, unfortunately, and I know that. However, as you can see, I'm facing the music and I've come live straight away, unlike a lot of people on this app that would probably hide away. So yeah, I'm going to turn the comments off and I'm just going to speak from my heart. Like, this has happened very, very out of nowhere. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Very long time, so I'll take that back. I'm not shocked. I'm really, really hurt to hear these things, and all I can do is explain it from the way I see things, and hopefully, sorry guys, just one second, just getting a tissue. Sorry guys. All right, so I'm gonna address a few things. Okay? And just please bear with me, guys, because like I said, I've just come on. I've not pre-planned this. I've not obviously, put out a recording or, waited to obviously speak and then play it back. This is just me coming on and speaking from my heart. I want to put things into perspective a little bit from my side and give you a few points and, explain the way I've seen how this has been played out, and in my position, the way I feel, okay? So firstly, I want to begin with Zara, okay? Surprised, yes, very, very surprised. Now, I've not mentioned her up until this point because she's never wanted to be mentioned. So for her to obviously come on tonight and orchestrate the live with Zach, is something that I did see happening. And to be honest with you, as much as this is really devastating, and what we're not going to do in this live, we're not going to devalue the way Sophie feels, because at the end of the day, guys, that's how she feels. It's really, really hard to hear, and it's really devastating for me as someone that I called a sister to hear the way she's felt, but it's the way she's felt at the end of the day, and I can't devalue the way she's felt in her part of this friendship. It's a big shock to me that she's felt this way, and it's come out at this point. personally, I do feel that these two individuals have, you know, pushed her to come out and speak about these things, because we had, in my opinion, a very, very good friendship, sistership. And I do feel, and this is just how I feel, that due to this mass bullying that I've received by Zach, you can sit there and say, Zara, that it's him that's done it. I've been mass bullied by him and his team and his collective. I think this was a perfect timing because, like I will say, and I'll say it again, these individuals, and I'm not talking about Sophie, will not stop until someone on this app, unfortunately, is no longer here. And that's how I feel. These people won't stop at nothing. These people want blood. And there's two sides to everything. This is my side. This is my truth. You know, this essentially is to strip away every type of support that I've built on this app. That is what it is ultimately. Now, with me, what you see is what you get. So that's what I'm gonna say on that bit. Now, Zara, all right? To give you a bit of a backstory how this even begun with me and Zach, because there was never a personal issue with Zach. Now, Zara was also caught up in a financial situation with Zach where she borrowed him an excessive large amount of money, which he promised to pay her, and he never did, essentially. He never did, you know, with the agreement that they both made. So a year ago, I got a really distressing phone call from Zara while I was sitting in my kitchen in my old place with Dean, basically saying that, you know, I wish I basically saw what you were telling me about this person. I wish I listened to you. And I can't believe the same thing that he's done to these vulnerable women, he's also done to me now. He gave the whole head story to her that he's going to end up on EastEnders, he's going to be famous, you know, please help me along my journey, please assist me on my journey, please financially help me, and I promise you one day when I am up there, you know, you'll be very, very proud. So being a big gifter, and Zara's supported a lot of people on this app, Zara's supported a lot of people on this app, Zara's supported a lot of people on this app, expose this person, okay? She seems to have the balls and the guts now and the courage, because she has also previously said to me she's not going to stop at nothing till destroy me. So this is what it is now. Now, you know, at that time, these are the messages that I received, just to show you. This was a year ago, guys. I'm just going to give you a bit of a backstory to everything. So this is a year ago. I've scribbled out people's names so you obviously can't see, but this is a year ago from Zara. Morning, my girl. Call me when you're up. The lady closest to him said she'll speak to you. This lady is Michelle. Now, I've had to bring up everything. So, Michelle, I do apologise mentioning your name, but I've had to obviously explain my truth. And like I said, I've been pushed to obviously do this. So this Michelle lady was the lady that has also been silenced, because this is what Zach likes to do, and the collective was actually someone that is terminally ill, and he took a large amount of money from her. So basically Zara told me to go on a live stream because he's taking this money off her and not giving it her back, and used me as a tool to expose Zach. Now, hearing her being so distressed, I did take to TikTok, which was the live that you may have seen of me and Gracie. And to have this person's back, which again, surrounding myself with people that clearly never had the best intentions for me, I did what she asked of me. So in this message, she says, morning, the lady closest to him says she'll speak to you. I'll give you her number, which is her number, which I've scribbled out. She knows Zach from last year and his whole story. You definitely need to speak to her before this exposure that she asked me to do. I'm watching Gracie now, I was on a call. So many more have come out even that I didn't know. Okay, and this is obviously, that message is, did it go okay, was after the live happened. There was actually a message before this as well, which basically states, Zach's been on live tonight explaining, he's messaged me saying he's being outed on Friday by you, Gracie, and a guy called Alex. That would have been Alex the Brigham, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. and I've pied ignorance. I hope I can trust Gracie because I trust you. Zach won't mention my name because he's given my word, and I will fucking destroy him. Same way she's fucking trying to destroy me now, all right? So this person clearly has a tendency to latch on to creators and do this to them. If he does, he'll know not to. The lady I spoke to has also spoken to this Alec chap, so she should know. Please, please, Kaz, keep me out of it. Well, I did, until you come on a live, knowing everything you've just said is not me as a person and rip me apart. So there's just a backstory to who really was the instigator behind all of this feud between me and Zach. Now, Zach won't admit this. Zara won't admit this. The people around him won't admit this because Zara has this. So, of course, he's been forgiven. Of course, you know, he's now very close with her. Of course, he's not going to admit to this because she's someone that's financially helping Zach. And at one point, I believe, was also his manager. So the agreement was, after this outing of what Zach was doing, and there's many people, even as we speak, guys, that I find that he has the audacity to come on a live stream, which in my opinion, okay, me being a really close friend, sister to Sophie, and knowing the vulnerable position she's in, for you to, in my opinion, goad her to come in live and speaking out, I think it says a lot more about you both and how disgusting you both are as people. The fact that you would actually bring someone that is vulnerable on a public platform, knowing that they're not in the best place, to do what you just did. Because you're not someone that's ever been innocent, and you're not someone that is squeaky clean, and you did play a big, massive part in everything, okay? So we just want to put that out there. Now, after thanking me, thank you, Kaz. I can't believe you've got the guts to do that. I can't believe you went on the live and, you know, you kept me out of it. But, you know, you threw yourself under the bus, because this is what I do on this app. I go out my way to help others, but throw myself under to protect people. So after doing all of that, I then receive a phone call saying, well, look, I've made up with Zach now, and basically we've come to the agreement, guys, that we will get Zach to do the weekly rankings, and he'll do the weekly rankings, so you guys as viewers will send him gifts, and with them gifts he'll pay back his debts. So for them weeks when that happened, I don't know if you was aware, but you lot actually was paying back the debts that he owed to these vulnerable women that he took advantage of. So that's the agreement that he made, and he was also doing the rankings to pay back his debts to Zara. So you guys paid back what he owed. Now, there are many women that have messaged me this past week, okay, that have pleaded with me to come out and speak their truth. Moderators, people in Discords, you know, and it all surrounds vulnerable women. And it's really sad, really sad for me that knowing the position that Sophie's in, she's surrounding herself with someone like Zach, who, in my opinion, doesn't have her best interest, and, you know, has latched himself on someone else that is vulnerable. It seems to be a track record with him. All right, so that's just them two. Now I'm gonna move on, and I have wrote some points down, guys, because obviously I've just come live off the back of this. I just want to firstly say, Sophie, I am immensely sorry that you felt that way. I really am. I'm immensely sorry that you've felt that I never cared. You felt that I wasn't there for you. And I don't have any hate or anything towards you, because you meant, and you still mean, so much to me, all right? And unfortunately, I do have to care for you and think about you from a distance due to the people that you've caught yourself up in. But the friendship was never about money. It was nothing like that. It was me loving you and me caring about you as a sister. Now, it's unfortunate that you felt this way, okay? And all I can do is sincerely apologize that you felt this way during this friendship. Now, in a friendship, there are some people that are maybe more financially together than others, maybe more well off than others. And at one point, Sophie was one of them people, and you know, the help that she offered and the support that she showed me was never manipulated, was never forced, was, you know, a friend, almost like a bigger sister, you know, advising, being there for me, helping me. And I will always thank her for that. And, you know, and she helped me through a big portion of my life. Now, a year ago, and even now, I'll be honest with you, mentally, I've not been in the best place. So there was times in this friendship where I did hit rock bottom. She was someone that I felt I could confide in. I could talk about these things. Yes, there was times when I no longer wanted to be here. And she was someone that I felt I could always talk about these things to, express these things to. Now, I've not got a formal diagnosis yet, so I'm not going to sit here and say it's because of this. But mentally, I wasn't in the best place. And, you know, talking to therapists since then and having support with my mental health, I have shown attributes to BPD. Now, if you know what BPD is, it's borderline personality disorder. And with what I've gone through in my childhood and, you know, just being on social media and everything, it has had an impact, the symptoms, on a lot of my friendships, which I don't blame them for. That's something that I struggle with, and that's something that, you know, I take responsibility for. Now, some of them things is becoming really attached to some people, feeling very, sometimes emotionally unstable. A lot of things are heightened, hence I did feel that I depended heavily on this person when it comes to just, you know, maybe day-to-day things, or things like maybe booking appointments, or, you know, sorting out my finances or sorting out my bills. And at any point, if this person felt like it was too much, all this person had to do was tell me and not bring it to social media. However, everyone feels the way they feel, and I cannot, you know, tell her how she's felt, because that's how she's felt. All right. And it's upsetting and really, really sad that she felt that way within our friendship, because on everything I love, I genuinely and truly, and still do, love this person. Okay? Okay? Now, there was some points in this friendship when things did get really, really difficult. So when obviously I found out that this person was dealing with their cancer, it affected me dramatically, because she was sort of the first person in my life that I was so close with that, you know, I found that out, and I've never ever kind of experienced that within a friendship or anyone close to me. So my coping mechanism with that was sort of desensitizing myself. I didn't really want to believe it, because she was always my clutch, someone that was very strong, someone that I looked up to, someone that, you know, guided me. And yes, I would admit, looking back at it now, due to me desensitizing myself from not what she was going through, but from the unexpected of me finding out she had cancer, I just wanted to sort of maybe treat her the same way, treat her like any other friendship, you know, not remind myself that this is what she was going through. So I can understand that there were some points in this friendship where I maybe wasn't as attentive as I should have been as a friend. And I really, really do apologize for that. I should have done a lot more. at certain points within that friendship to make sure that you was okay and still ask how you were feeling. But the dread of me asking how are you feeling was me knowing that you was going to turn around and say no, you wasn't. Now, this friendship was never one-sided. If you would like to see receipts and you would like to ask me for these receipts, you're more than welcome to see. Now, in a friendship, I don't hold tabs on how much you help a person. She was financially in a much better situation than me, and I would always appreciate and respect her for the amount of support that she showed me. And I never asked for these things. I never manipulated her into sending me anything. And I really, because I've not watched all of that live, really hope that she wouldn't have said that or she's felt that way, because I'm not that type of person. There was, like I said, I don't hold tabs. So this friendship wasn't one-sided. She did help me a lot. She was in a relationship before that relationship broke down where she did reassure me that, you know, my partner is very, very well off and he's in a comfortable situation, and a lot of the support I show you, Kaz, does sort of come from him, and I'm cool, Kaz, you know, I'm cool, I'm in a position to do this. She did first enter my live, maybe some of you might remember as MK Guidance. She'll be someone that I'll be like, oh my god, wow, thank you so much, you showed me a hell of a lot of support on TikTok. And she did start off as someone that would support me heavily in my live streams. Now, from then we built a friendship. You know, there was times when she had nothing and I would send food to her home, you know, order her beautiful 2 kids, you know, dinner or food, or, you know, if they needed presents, I would, you know, help in that way. Or, you know, a situation when I moved into this flat that I'm in now, because obviously I was in somewhere else and I saved up money that I had, and I moved into this flat basically with nothing, because for me, someone's health is a lot more important than having a cooker or having somewhere to cook or having a sofa or anything. So I gave her 2.5 grand, which again, I'm happy that I did. And, you know, I'm just saying this to basically explain that this was never one-sided. As much as she helped me, I've helped her. Maybe not as much financially, but like I said, I don't know about you, but I don't hold tabs on how much you may help someone in a friendship. So, you know, she needed treatment with what she was going through, and without hesitation, I sent her over 2.5 grand, which was basically my savings to move into this property now, because I wasn't doing so good on TikTok at that point. So yes, I have been there financially just as much as she has. Maybe not as much, but in the means that I could. Now, I really do wish I knew how she felt. I really do. Because it's been really hard, whether you believe it or not, me having to hear that. And like I said, I think you both, Zach and Zara, should be disgusted in yourselves, okay? Knowing that she's in the state that she's in. And I've been her friend the longest, so I know how she gets and the way she feels. To almost, you know, I found that quite triggering. I found that very traumatic, hearing that. So also knowing that other people may be going through what they're going through, I also thought that might have been triggering towards them people too. And I definitely think you both are absolutely disgusting people, that you said that you wanted to destroy me, and this is your way of doing it. Using someone that is at the lowest part of their life to assist you in your takedown of me. And now for me to receive death threats, for me to straight after that live, for people telling me they want to unalive me, for people hearing someone's way of feeling and jumping on me. I admit I did pull back in that friendship. Thank you, Barker. Thank you, Barker. I appreciate you, Barker. Thank you. I admit I did pull back in that friendship. Hearing she was terminally ill really did affect me. I should have maybe supported her more going through that. But someone that I deemed as family and a sister I didn't really know how to deal with it, really. That's the God's honest truth. I didn't really, and I know you lot are going to sit here and go, oh, she's crying, oh, it's fake. I don't give two fucks anymore what you think. If I show emotion, I'm the worst person on TikTok. If I don't show emotion, I don't care, all right? All you guys have done this week, all right, is try and destroy one person. That's all you've tried to do, because what else are you going to get out of this? If you're not going to come and directly do me any damage, what is it that you want? It's not spreading awareness. It's creating a campaign for people to hate me. That's all it is. And like you said at the end of that live, to strip away my support and to make people worried for supporting me on the back of the way someone else has felt. Now, like I've said, I am not going to sit here and disregard the way she felt, because she has every single right to feel that way. Am I upset, disappointed, hurt that she felt that way? Yes, I am. Because this is new. I am. Because this is news to me. I am. Because this is news to me. Yeah? I was so close with was going through what they were going through. And my way and my coping mechanism was sort of desensitizing myself through that situation and almost just treating her as if it never happened, basically. You know? She's someone that I love dearly. She's someone that, you know, I had a lot of respect for. And I really tried to help in any way. I really, really did. And this friendship was never, ever one-sided. It was never one-sided. She had a breakdown in a relationship. I had a breakdown in a relationship. I showed her support in hers. She showed me my support in hers. She showed me my support in mine. Where things went horribly wrong is, in my opinion, when I got back with Dean. So during the time when me and Dean wasn't together, I was on the phone to this person every single day, and you wasn't forced to engage in these calls. You wasn't held at hostage to engage in these calls. We would both call and talk each other every day, because I would want to see how you was and I'd want to be there for you. So Zara, when you want to sit there, darling, and say, okay, that I've been harassing, right? It's not harassing asking how someone is. It's not harassing when a sister of mine, someone that I felt so close to, yeah, walked away from me and then decided, right, regardless of what she's going through, to engage in comments, mocking me, dragging me down in Zach's live, saying horrible things. So if you call me asking someone that I called a sister and felt extremely close to, why would you say these things as harassing? Then you call it harassing. Zara, you're very disgusting, you know, darling. The fact that you claim to come from a mental health background, okay? You're someone that used to support CLA, all right, was her biggest gifter. You sit there and claim that you're a mental health specialist. You sit there and say that's your occupation, you're a therapist, all right? You're not very much of a mental health specialist, are you? When you've dragged down someone else's and you sat there saying this is your way to destroy me. Same way you tried to make me destroy Zach, all right? And he's the main instigator for this even happening now, okay? I think this is extremely sad. I really, really do. But I'm not the bad one in this. I'm not going to sit there and allow anyone to say that I'm a bad person, because I'm not a bad person. I've got a heart of gold and I care about this person tremendously. Now, like I said, in this breakdown of me and Dean's relationship, come and stay with me, you know, come and live with me, Kaz. We can get through this together. We're both going through a breakdown in our relationship. I do feel like, you know, she felt extremely lonely, same way I did, and we was sort of there for each other to get through a loss of a partnership that we both had for a very long time. And when I did get back with Dean, I feel that had a huge impact on her, because I had to juggle, guys, a friend that was this strong, role model, stood there with me, had my back person, to then going through what they're going through, and you know, me having to divide myself into trying to repair a relationship and also making sure I looked after someone that was going through what they were going through. So yeah, I didn't manage that as best as I could have. I would admit to that. I didn't manage that as best as I could have, but I found it really difficult to support a terminally ill sister and a partnership and a partner that I was trying to get back with. So contact did break down between us both. I wasn't on the phone calls every day. I found it really, really hard because, you know, Dean was there for Sophie, same way Sophie was there for Dean. But at the point when we obviously had our split, me and Dean, and it all went over TikTok, she had my back. And, you know, there was things said and that sort of broke down Dean's and hers friendship. My screen has just frozen, guys. I can't even get what is off of my thing. But I just want to make something really, really clear, okay? Because Dean is here with me and he's absolutely devastated. Some of you don't like Dean and that's cool. You've got your opinions, all right? But when she went through a period where she got really, really ill, a lot of her memory went. And when she came back around to realization, there was a lot of things that she forgot when her memory went. I remember her waking up from this situation and, you know, not completely knowing who even I was. And that was really, really hard to come to terms with, you know, that she forgot the support, how I was there for her, how, you know, how much Dean was there for her and how he felt she was a sister to him as well. But what's really, really upset me, and I don't have to speak on the behalf of Dean, but Dean's absolutely devastated. And if Dean does choose to come on live or to come on my live to explain the way he felt, then he will. But right now, he just can't. So in 2020, my partner lost his dad to cancer, all right? And it's affected him massively, okay? So when she speaks about therapies and stuff, now Dean has always sort of dealt with that himself and he's never really gotten help for that or spoken out about it because we all deal with things differently. You know, some of us feel that the use of therapy may not be effective, and for Dean, that's what he felt. So when she speaks about a time of helping him with therapy, she did try to help him with therapy, but unfortunately he just didn't want to engage at that point due to what he was dealing with, and maybe some people can't face it, all right? So that was his response to that. My phone has actually frozen, which I'm actually fuming about. Um, one. All right. Am I back?
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and bash her at all. You lot are all spamming my videos saying we stand with Sophie. Yeah, we do stand with Sophie. Yeah. The whole of TikTok should stand with her because of what she's going through. And it's a shame that a friendship broke down and it's come to you doing this to me, because all I wanted to do was support you with what you're going through. Okay, so yeah, we do stand with Sophie. Okay, so you saying that in my comments, like I don't have a heart and that I'm emotionless, all right, says more about you. Now, I'm not going to blame her for this, but like I said, and this isn't gaslighting, there was a out, which I don't even want to come out my mouth because I just feel physically sick, that he said about her cancer and that she should pass or something along them lines. now you can imagine him losing his dad in 2020 due to cancer, how you just having a little smoke as we speak, you know, because I've just tried to calm him down with that. I just want to show you the message of what was said to Sophie. Okay, so when we was going through what we was going through, and obviously at that point Sophie did have my back, and she never was agreeing with Dean at the time due to what was going on TikTok. This is what Dean said: "You know, I'm not lying about anything. Deep down, you know, if you had any love and compassion in your heart, you would have never let your best friend, me, lie about me when you know I've done nothing but love her and even you. And you lie upon my name too, like I've done you something. I was nice to you and I'm sorry to hear about your cancer. I wish you all the best, but with all due respect, I won't talk to you anymore and I don't want nothing to do with you. Please leave me alone." So that is the only message that includes anything to do with her illness. And nothing in there says that my partner said that she should pass away, which I think is really, really a shame, you know, that, okay, you may have forgot or you may have thought that, but to say that is just really, really not good, because it can have an effect on someone, and that's not what was said. It just basically says, with all due respect, I appreciate what you're going through, but I would like to be left alone. So that's what happened. Dean would draw photos of Sophie and her family, because he's also an artist, which he would send to her. Felt that she was someone that he could speak to, was someone that he also was very good friends with, and had a separate friendship to her. And it's really, really upsetting, and he's really, really upset that you would say that, okay, yes, me and Dean are different. He can get quite worked up, he can get quite angry, where I can maybe, you know, collect myself a little bit better and explain myself a little bit better. But to sit there and say, okay, that he wanted you to pass when in 2020 he unfortunately lost his dad to this, is really, really sad. And it's not okay. So I've shown you that now. Oh, I don't even know what else, guys. I just feel like I'm really just in shock with it all. At any point you could have walked away from me. At no point did I know how you was feeling. I thought you felt very happy in our friendship. I felt that I was there for you equally you was for me. I tried my best with, you know, my years of living at 23 years old. I'm not perfect, okay? I've got a lot of years to live. I've got a lot of growing up to do. I try to keep myself very mature on this app, and, you know, I am more mature than most, you know, but I'm not perfect, okay? Now, it's a shame as well that none of you really can wake up to Zach and the way he is, all right? And, you know, I've also shown you that, you know, the Zara one had a big, you know, input on all of this and kind of started this. And I did know something was wrong, because I also want to let you know something as well, guys, which I'm extremely, extremely hurt and upset about, okay? Because all I've done on this app is throw myself under the bus for others, is throw myself out there to protect others. Now, I'm going to completely go off topic here real quickly, because I am really upset about this, and I don't give a shit what even you come back and say, really. They wanted this, they really, really did. And one thing that they wanted was Miss Red to walk away from me. I did receive a message this morning with Miss Red saying that she no longer wants to be my friend anymore, due to her mental health. Now, it's not just her mental health that's been affected. It's not just her that's been dragged. And it's not been easy for me still sticking by her, because I'm a loyal motherfucking bitch through everything she's endured these past couple of weeks. But I'm a friend, I'm a real fucking friend, so I will do that. Now, some of you forget with that whole situation of the exposing and Zach, you know, Gracie come alive and did say that it was her that sent them images. Now, I could have run along with that, right? Miss Red was ready to come alive and say, look, guys, I sent them messages, right? I took it upon myself, okay, with standing, you know, on fucking business with my chest, okay, to sit there and go, look, Miss Red, I want to let you know something. It actually wasn't you. This is what happened. And I took sole responsibility for that situation to protect one person. So it is really, really sad that Miss Red has walked away from our friendship. I just want to congratulate half of you guys that was waiting for that to happen. I've got nothing bad to say about the woman. I wish you nothing but the best. I still love you an awful amount. And I personally think you did that today because you knew that this is what these people are going to plan to do. So it was better for you to walk away from me, because you wouldn't have had to face the backlash of having your friends back. Even though I've had your back. Even though I've been there for you. Alright? And I feel extremely let down and disappointed because I risked half my platform supporting that woman. I've got nothing more to say, really. Think what you want about me. If you think I'm the worst person, you think I'm the worst person. If you think I'm this evil, think I'm this evil. I know why this is happening, and I'm not going to allow TikTok to be the reason that I'm no longer here, alright? You lot want blood, okay? I don't blame Sophie one bit. I don't blame her one bit. I don't dismiss how she felt. But you lot are conniving, you lot are clever, you lot are calculated, you lot, because of what happened a year ago, and because you lot are all friends now, okay, the same moderators that we hate Zach, let's burn his house down, let's do this, and now he's bum chum best friends, okay? If you cannot see what's going on here, then I'm sorry. I'm not going to be the one to explain it to you. I wish you nothing but love. I hope you take care of yourself. I hope these friends, and I hope Zach brings you the best in life, okay? Hopefully he won't prey on your vulnerability like he did with the other victims of his abuse, the other victims that he squeezed money out of, alright, until they couldn't afford to even live, alright. Now it's him that's preyed on the vulnerable. It's him that's latched onto people like Sophie, okay, right, to drain and to emotion manipulate, okay? He plays the game that he's this good person. He plays the game, and do you know what? You've played it so fucking well. I actually want to tell you how clever you actually are, all right? I have never, ever, and I've been here for 3 years, you've been probably the hardest person I've come up against due to how manipulative, how narcissistic, how clever you are. You're the one in the cult. You're the one that sits behind this app with the worst person ever, the puppet master of TikTok, evil queen. No one else, all right? You're extremely lucky to have the support that you have, all right? And I will hold it with 2 fucking hands while it lasts. Because I promise you, like me or not, I promise you this, and remember this day, okay? That man's time is coming, all right? All I've ever tried to do on this app is try and warn people, try and watch out for you guys, and try and be a voice to those. But what's happening and what has been happening to me over these past few days and this past week, whether you think it's funny or not, has been disgusting. Knowing how much I cared about this person, for you to twist it the way you have, you should be ashamed of yourself. But I'm good, guys. If anything, I feel like I can breathe a little bit, because this is something that Zach held over my head due to an exposure that I was asked to do since last year. Alright? Now, these are some of the messages that I get on a daily basis, but I know what TikTok's like. Alright? One second, guys. Just 1 second. 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. 1 second, guys. Just 1 second.
This one?
It's done, yeah?
This.
I know the other one, darling. Alright, guys. Tell me when I'm back. Am I back?
Yeah.
Alright, guys, so this is just a message that I received. Well, I received this message, but it's also been posted from someone. Alright, just to show you that, you know, don't come and sit here and play like you're this amazing person when you've got a track record of doing this, and it's not being spoken about, because you very cleverly and very well, you're very, you know, you've done it, you've executed it to play this character that you play. This is just from someone the other day, and like I said, I could bring up all the people that he's done this to, because it's not just one person that is in the same situation as Sophie, that he's done this type of stuff to. So this is just one of them, another person, all right, that won't be spoken about because it's him, isn't it? So Zach's allowed me to be bullied, harassed about my teeth, which I lost due to an addiction to drugs and alcohol. He's also said I don't have a drink problem when it's very clear that she does. The man also used to make us feel like crap if we didn't gift, to the point she spent a total of £2,141 in TikTok gifts. That doesn't count to the subscriptions either. I was then given a platform in which I could share my story, and then it got shut down. Zach has silenced many more people and scared a hell of a lot of them. He preys on the vulnerable. What you're doing to Sophie right now is a track record, all right? He makes them feel there's somewhere for them to belong, then drops the rope. At no point ever did I intentionally go out of my way to upset people, not like Zach the Brat, who's allowed me to endure months of trolling. And this woman has reached out to others and she's been shut down, all right? So it's okay to shut down this innocent woman, is it? And the 1.8k of you will sit here and still justify, and you'll come in here with your little beehive and say he's amazing, and this woman's story doesn't matter because it's Zach. So you would all dismiss this woman, what I'm showing you right now, because it's Zach. Is that what you're telling me? All right? He's not this sweet innocent person. He's a coward, he's a bully, and he threatens women. Your words are gonna cut deeper one day. Do better. So this is just one of many, all right? And this woman is on TikTok, and she does want to come on here when she feels ready to share her story. So to summarize, and she's not going to see it, and I doubt she's not going to sit there and admit to this, but me knowing Sophie and me knowing the kind of person she is and me being friends with her long enough, all right, she left supporting me to then supporting someone that she knew was my biggest hater, someone that, you know, because of what happened a year ago, is waiting to drag me down, okay? And at the stage that she's in her life and of how serious it is what she's going through, you've done exactly what you've done to all these other women that were terminally ill and vulnerable. And she's the next person. What, because you sent her a few wigs? What, because you've donated a little bit of money that you've got from these rankings to her? So just like you dropped the rope on these other terminally ill individuals and these other sick women, you'll do the exact same. And like I said, I'm done with everyone on this app, all right? I'm so disappointed in Miss Red. Yeah, she needs to go take a closer look to the people around her. Yeah, and all of you flip-flops, Miss J, and the rest of you lot, darling. All right, that all you wanted was her platform. All of you lot wanted her platform. I don't give a fuck about FYP News. I've never had an intention to do it, but all of you do, and she thinks she's better off with you people. She had a genuine friendship in me. I was the only one out of all of you so-called friends that came on here and advocated on the behalf of her, and I've been the one dropped from a friendship. All right, it is what it is. We learn, we live, and it's a big wake-up call to me. Do you want to come here, babe?
Yeah.
All right. I've got my best friend with me, guys. She's come to see me because she knows how upset I am, and I love you. I just want to say I love you and thank you so much.
Love you, darling.
I love you, baby. I just want to say, I want to say thank you to you for never giving up on me, and also just, you know, she knows me in and out. Okay, she's been in my life. She's also seen the friendship that I've had with Sophie, and if you would like to add anything, darling, it's completely up to you. I don't want to put you on the spot. You're more than welcome.
No, it's fine. Obviously I don't come on here and talk a lot because really and truly it's none of my business, not the platform, but I just want you to know, Soph, that I know a lot of us mods, I know there was a comment saying like a lot of us didn't message you and check in on you, and I totally get it. We should have been more present for you, definitely. I think for myself, I'm not excusing it, but I think, I've had a lot of people who's sick in my life, and it's hard to try to build a friendship and maintain a friendship when both of you weren't really talking no more. And I should have been there. I should have, but I don't wish you any ill, and I do hope you get the best of the time you have left and you get to spend it with your children, and just all your external stress just stops. I think that's really, really important. Even from kind of Kaz's side, we don't want to see any malice against her at all. We hope people carry on supporting her and really just let her live her days and be as happy as she can possibly be. From what I know of her, obviously we weren't very close, but she seemed like a lovely girl, or woman, sorry, I'm used to saying girl, ignore me. But yeah, we just kind of wish you the best, and yeah, I know it was a hard time for Kaz. I think like it affected me when I know you said you weren't getting better and it was getting worse, and it's like I wasn't even close with you to the same extent, so I kind of saw the effects on Kaz at the time, and she didn't cope with it at all. She was really, really struggling. I remember staying here for quite some time. There was times where I was here kind of almost every day during the month because it was a very, very hard time for her. And yeah, I just wish you the best, my darling. I really do.
Thank you, babe.
It's fine.
I've got nothing else to say. I'm hurt. I know she is. And yeah, shame on the two people to bring someone on that is going through what they're going through for their own satisfaction to destroy me. Shame on you. And to those that hate me and dislike me, go fuck yourselves. Yeah? That's what I want to say. Alright? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to do this hate campaign. Yeah, all of you lot, go jump in your boxes, pay me out to be the worst person ever. But those that love me, those that know me, those that support me, and those that don't stop supporting me, I have nothing but love for you. And that's all I've got to say. I don't think there's anything else. Do you think there's anything else?
No.
I think that's it, guys.
That's it.
I will turn the comments on briefly, alright? I know they're not going to be the best, but I'm going to turn them on anyway. And I'm going to come off. I might come on a bit later because I was going to come live anyway. But thank you for listening to me. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Kyla. I'm ignoring, guys. Thank you, Irish. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you here. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, those that don't follow a crowd. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know anything about a will. Did you hear anything about that? I don't know. I've not heard anything. I don't know what you're talking about, guys, about will. I don't know what you're talking about will. But like I said, if you want to listen to the way one person felt and what they've said, then that's up to you. I'm coming, guys. That's fine, Zara. You want to continue to drag me down and do this? That's fine, sweetheart. It's fine, guys. I will stay strong. Thank you, guys. They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop. Apparently, I would never dream of saying that. If there's screenshots to prove that, then like I said, if you want to listen to hearsay, then that's hearsay. I've never ever said about a will. I think that's really disgusting that anyone's even said that, to be quite honest with you. I think that's actually vile. Yeah, that is vile. It is vile. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Zara's more than welcome to come up in the box. Zara's more than welcome. Zara is more than welcome to come in the box. Got no problem with that. Thank you, Ali. Thank you. 100% good always wins. I know I'm a good person, so that's fine. I've spoken my truth. I've spoken my truth. One against the world. It's all good, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ness. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kelly. I've just said I don't know anything about a will. I would never dream of saying anything like that. So if anyone has said that, then again, that's really, really bad to say that. There is no evidence of that, and that's not... I would never dream of that, guys. I would never, ever dream of that. Like I said, you're more than welcome to believe what you want. You're more than welcome to. And yeah, I've spoken my truth. I've told you my side. I've told you the way I felt, and it's completely up to you where you wanna go from here. Like I said, regardless of what I was gonna say, there are gonna be people that are gonna dislike me, or are gonna be nasty, or are gonna say what they're gonna say. All right. So yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I'm not running. I'll be back. I'm not running anywhere. I've not run. If I had anything to hide, I wouldn't have come on as soon as that live ended. I wouldn't have. I've spoken my truth. And like I said, I wish this person nothing but the best and nothing but love. At the end of the day, I feel a lot better that it's not held over my head. It's not actually held over my head. What we're going to do to me, we're going to do this to me, we're going to do that to me, okay? If you want to listen to one person due to what they're going through, which is understandable, and not hear my side, then like I said, that's up to you. That's completely up to you if you want to agree with that. Respectfully, no face, no case. A man that don't even have the guts, the courage to put your face on this screen says a lot more about you. All right, I won't be trusting or listening to the words with someone that can't even put their face on the screen. So respectfully, you also can go fuck yourself. All right, because you was the same person that exposed Zach a year ago. You was the same person that exposed Zach a year ago. So there you go. Do what you're doing. And yeah, Miss Red, I've still got love for the woman. It's really, really sad that she's decided to walk away from me. But this is what everyone wanted. So now you've got it. All right. All I've done is be there to defend that woman and put myself out there for her. So unfortunately, when shit like this happens on TikTok, you either have that person, you stay loyal to that person, or you run. And that's what's happened in this situation. That's what's happened in this situation. So it was easier to do that. It was easier to walk away and go back to these people, which I don't know if she's gonna do or not. It was easier to do that. And I think that she knew that this was coming today because it happened today. Respectfully, okay, you can put your post up, you can say what you want to say. I've spoken and I've said what I want to say. I'm gonna go now, and I will be back. No one's finished, no one's finishing nothing. I'll still have the people that love me and support me. If you don't support me, if you don't love me, then that's fine. And I just want to say, guys, this whole checklist, all right, this has completely been taken out of context. It was a complete joke between moderators at a time. And actually, I was referring to other creators that come on here, they'll play their music, they'll put on the tears and they'll do what they're doing. And that seems to happen a lot on this app. That's what I was actually talking about. But like I said, you guys have your own opinions and you're not gonna listen to me anyway. And yeah, it is what it is. It's happened. It's a shame. And yeah, it is what it is. No face, no case. You can't even show your face. You're not man enough to show your face. So keep coming at me. That's fine. All right, that's completely fine. Those that are there for me, those that aren't just gonna listen to someone's, you know, speaking out. And obviously I appreciate you a lot. But yes, I'm gonna go now and I will be back. I will be coming back later on. All right, so lots of love to those that love me, support me, appreciate me, and don't listen to certain people. So yeah, thank you so much, and yeah, bye bye.